copy of the whole.
What are you? Yeah, what are you saying about there's nothing on these pages?
Well, there's for these two, like the last two, the order setting hearing. I mean, it's on the line, but there's no image beside it.
Can I see that?
Yeah. And then the motion, and then see how it is in that, and that.
Notice of hearing. Well, I'm not understanding. Okay, that's blank. Yeah, that's actually blank there. There's nothing. I don't even know which way to turn this thing.
Oh.
But there's what other records are blank?
I'm not. You know what? I would go over to Circuit Civil and ask them exactly what that means. I don't know. It's their case. Have you been to Circuit Civil?
I don't even know what Circuit Civil is. I went across the hall.
Yeah.
They gave me that paper. I took that upstairs to the law library, and I said I want to get a motion of continuance. They said you need to print out these things here, but on your computer they're blank, so there's nothing to print out.
I was going to tell you, I don't think we're not supposed to photograph.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble here. You want me to walk you over to Circuit Civil and they can get a copy of it?
Yeah, how do I get a copy of these records if it's all blank?
Well, they're not all blank. What I would do is call that.
Well, yeah, I'm going to get this, but if I'm at home and I'm getting a blank screen just like what you're getting, what am I supposed to do if I'm at home where I can't talk to somebody and all the records are blank like what you're got on your screen?
I don't know. Let me walk you over to Circuit Civil because let me hold on to that. Then know that it's their case. Hold on.
But I want to buy that last page. Let me buy that last page of things so I can have a record that I'm at least trying. That one page? Yeah. You said you have one page for the last action. I'd like to buy whatever that one page is.
Second amended notice of appearance and designation of email address. Yeah, they don't want people photographing here. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Second notice of appearance and designation of email. Yeah, but I gave you the number of the view on request for the court desk, right?
Yes.
So you can call to tell them you're a party to the case.
Okay. I'll write down the word party to a case. Party to the case. But I mean, viewing this at home, if the records are blank, that just means that I have no one to complain to.
Circuit Civil would know. See, all we do is just make copies. It's Circuit Civil's case. They would know better than us because they're the ones that actually docket it and scan it. Because I honestly don't know. Does that help you there? That
I'm trying to read this right now. Second amended notice of appearance, the designation of email address. Comes now, Jason Urbanowitz, counsel of defendant, Universal Property Insurance. Files an amended notice of appearance, designation, primary and secondary email address pursuant to Rule 2.516B1A. Defendant designates the following email address for electronic service of all pleadings in the above styled cause that follows. I hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing was furnished via e-service to Nicole Vaughn, Esquire, of For the People, Melissa Ramos of For the People, on the 12th day of September 2018. And, I mean, this doesn't really tell me anything about my case. This is him saying that he can do this all via email and not appear in court, is what I'm reading. Is that what you're understanding? Why is it email? Why is it?
Well, they file things electronically now. The attorneys do.
I would like it if we could file electronically. How do I get it so that the public can file electronically?
Did you want to purchase that one?
Yes. I'll give you
$1.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk you over to Circuit Civil. They'll be able to tell you everything and then some that I can't. Because I don't want to lead you astray.
Okay.
I don't want to mess you up. But they'll know since it's their case.
All right.
So we'll get you run up here. No problem. I don't want to misinform you. And what name would you like on the receipt?
Hyneil Sandage. Hineil.
Neil.
Yeah. Sandage.
Okay, all right.
I just need to adjust this last page to put my stamp on. I'll be right back.
Hineil. Last name is Sandage, just like on the court filing. I mean, this is something I was complaining about in my case in Gainesville when I didn't have any transportation. Someone seized a bunch of money on my bank account.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Is that all the attorneys in Florida are allowed to use email to participate in court records, but the public has to drive to whatever city in the state or wherever it is. Yet the attorneys can stay in their office in whatever city they're in and fight people who have to run from city to city to chase legal filings.
Did I spell your name right? Did I miss?
It should be a space. Hi space Neil.
Tell you what, rather than revise, is it okay if we leave it as is?
Can we please fix that? I want it to be searchable. There should always be a space.
It's already been rung up.
Well, is there another page? I'll buy another page. I've got another dollar on me. I'll buy another page.
So it's
Hi space Neil.
SANDAGE.
Mm-hmm.
You just want a receipt with that?
Yes, that's correct.
Space? Oh. Okay, so you want. Did you want the order granting plaintiff's counsel motion to withdraw as counsel? Is that one? That's the next to the last one that's on there that's imaged. Is that cool?
Isn't there something about the court date being set for 10/16? That's really what I want. Is the 10/16 court date notice?
Let's see. Let's see. That's the one where there's no image there, so there's nothing to print out.
I need that. I need that image for that record. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm filing or what the conditions are to appear on the 16th. I need to arrive prepared.
I'm going to take you over to Circuit Civil, and they're going to help you out here. There's nothing. I can't print it out because it's not here. So you just want any one-page document, any other one-page document?
Oh.
Lisa, does it give a book and page number?
No, it's blank. I'm gonna walk you over to he's the plaintiff in the case. You want, let's see. So you want, other than that, what's your second choice?
You said there's a withdrawal or whatever?
Yeah, order granting plaintiff's counsel's motion to withdraw his counsel. Docket date 9/5/2017.
9/5/2. Well, what about these three things in 18? And there are three things for 18.
Yeah, the motion for dismissal is not there. The order setting here is not there, and that last one is the one that I just made for you.
So this and this are not in the computer anywhere. There's no images for these.
No, but I'm going to take you over to Circuit Civil, and they'll be able to help you out.
All right, we're going to go over to Circuit Civil now.
You wanted an additional receipt with your...
Yes, I want a receipt with my name correct on it.
Okay, all right, let's see. So you want the order granting plaintiff's case motion to withdraw?
No, I really want something that empowers us and was informative about this case, telling us what's going on. Notice taking deposition, Deuces Dectum, notice of taking deposition, notice of cancellation of deposition, Ryan Hall. I don't know what this is. I don't know what these things. Do you have any images for these things? The depositions, and then the Ryan Hall was the claims adjuster. He didn't submit his deposition on the case, even though he's the one who came out and inspected the property. Can I get something about this depositions and the cancellation depositions?
Which lines are those?
323 and 214 of 2017. It's line 2, line 3, and line 4 specifically is where. Oh, line 3 is where the claims adjuster.
Summons issued?
Summons issued.
No, you're on a different.
And this is page 3 of 3 pages apparently, but they only gave us this one page. Can I get the other 2 pages of this? This is saying this is 3 of 3, but I thought this was everything.
Hi. You're back.
I walk everywhere and they send me to you back.
Because here, what I really want is a copy of this Ryan Hall guy who is with Noble Claims Adjusting, and why it is that the claims adjuster who came out is not recorded on the record.
Yes and no. We don't do that down here, though. Lisa, record on CD.
Oh, it says U.S. legal support. I'm a little bit confused. But Noble
We
Claims
don't have any way to put it on.
is the one who came out.
God,
I thought that might be Noble Claims.
I
I'll
can't.
come, Marty.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I can't think right now. Let's see.
I'm going to appeal. I need my file.
So, I'm sorry. Which ones did you?
I'm trying to go through this. I just need something that explains to me what the nature of the case is. Why did the insurance company, why are they denying, or why are we in court over a simple insurance claim?
Sir, I don't know.
There should be a record in there where they make some sort of explanation.
I think probably your best bet would be we walk you over to Circuit Civil, and you can ask the supervisor. She'll know for sure. But you wanted something with your name on it?
Yes.
Glenda DeZoba is the supervisor. Glenda.
Glenda.
DZIBOA, I think it's the way.
DZI?
D like David, Z like in zebra, I like in island, BOA.
She wants the whole case on the CD.
BOA.
Send her a report record.
Glenda, and that's Circuit Civil.
Circuit Civil,
No,
yes.
we don't come on.
She's the supervisor.
Okay.
Okay. No.
All right.
But you wanted an additional document with your.
The first one on the left.
Yeah. I was just going to grab a page of something explaining anything that's explaining what the nature.
A one-page document.
Yes.
He said Brian Corrigan. I'm gonna walk you up there.
Let's see.
Here's something on 1/23 of 2015. Answer and affirmative defenses. University problem. I want to find out what is their answer on 1/23 of 2015.
This thing is all mixed up on this. 123, 2015. Okay, it's 6 pages. Would you rather wait for the view on request, or did you want
Well, no, I want to print this out.
you want to buy it 6 pages?
It's 6 pages for their
their-
reply.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to print out one of those pages.
You want the first page?
Okay, she's got money. I have to use it. Do you accept plastic here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can print out all 6 pages.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I'm going to, get everything on the file and I'll pay for it. You can't keep selecting. There is no selecting
Well, you can, but I'm.
to understand.
We're getting all
what's
6
going-
pages, yes. Because
understand
I
what's
still plan on getting this view on request.
6 pages for that. Okay, do you have ID? They make us ask.
Okay.
Driver's license or ID
Yeah,
card?
I will. I'll give you state ID.
6, and it's HI. Oh, well, wait a minute. I need to put it in. It's okay if I put it in her name, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I know-
Where's what they are replying to? That's weird. They're outlining that they reject things in paragraph 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'll need to put this in her name since it's her card.
That's okay.
Paragraph 3 and 4 of what? Universal hereby answer the affirmative defense. Follows universal. What paragraphs are they affirming or rejecting?
That's a nice jacket to have.
Thank you, sweetie.
Is it velvet?
No, it's I don't know what you call it.
Let me
It's more
touch.
of a- let's see.
I think it has a little flowery velvet.
Thank you.
It's a cute color.
Thank you.
That's a lie.
No, my Florida's going down on me. Let's see.
What did you say?
They're saying that the damages predate.
That's the insurance saying that.
We said it was the tree that caused it, and that's the
That's
peril.
about 6 pages, right?
It's the tree that knocked the hole
Yeah,
in the roof.
and there is even
Universal asserts that damages claimed by plaintiff were caused by peril not named nor covered in the terms. The tree fell on the house.
That's
A
right.
storm happened. The tree knocked 2 holes in the
still,
roof.
Still, right now there is a branch on the
What's the
garage.
zip code associated with the card?
32207.
Yeah,
7. Okay.
Let me concentrate on it.
yeah, but I mean, you've got video footage of it all.
Fatima.
That's correct. Sandage Sandage.
There's a property serves the damage claim caused by perils that are excluded. The insurance covers storm damage from trees and stuff like that.
And hail.
And they got to name stuff instead of saying that we just deny that it's claimed covered by the policy. They got to say what it is that they're denying is covered.
There is hail that day, and there is wind, and there is storm.
But I really need to find out what they're replying to or who they're replying to.
I have a failure attorney.
Yeah, well, give us
That's
some.
the job of the attorney.
This is early on, and where is the thing? Where in here is the record we submitted?
Oh, sweetie.
Why it is? This is 123. So where cover sheet complaint. Okay, so complaint. I want 11/24 of 2014. Hopefully the complaint has all this
Yeah,
information.
you'll have all that when you get the view on request. You'll be able to look at it from home.
Well, how many pages is the complaint?
Wait, let me finish ringing this one right in the middle,
Okay.
and I'll be able to tell you. Hold on.
I mean, it took
Just need
them.
your signature down there at the bottom, any place.
Okay, I need a pen.
All right. Took them 2 months to. Anyways. To reply to the
Sign
complaint.
anywhere.
Just sign anywhere.
Now serving A 49 at window 3.
Okay, hold on. Let me have your receipt. Now, hold on. Let me finish ringing this up.
Got bad news.
What is the address?
6 pages.
Oh, the 6 pages. You already gave him the 6 pages.
Yeah, they're right here.
Let me put the receipt on that. So the hearing is next month, October the 10th.
The 16th. Yeah, they have it set for the 16th, but I'm trying to be prepared.
Am I correct? October the 16th.
10, 16, October, November, December. So yeah, 10 October. Today's the 19th of September. So less than a month away.
I'm glad that they changed it to here. That old building is too old.
Well, it had rats.
That's what?
Rats. They would one bottom
And the parking lot, we get sand in the water.
Yeah, the parking lot,
Went in the
the
river.
whole courthouse is right over the water, so they have to be very careful when they implode it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I saw the holes in the parking lot went in the river.
The other courthouse was floating or something.
Yeah, it sank. Suction.
Hey, Mom.
Somebody was screaming and then we would true story, true story. Anytime somebody screamed, we knew a rat was back. True story. Somebody was up and missing. This is she was in a break room. A rat ran between her legs and she jumped up on the table.
That's not in America.
True story.
Yes, not in America.
It's funny now, but it wasn't then.
Yeah.
Okay. Circuit civil. So you want to file on an existing case?
I do.
Okay. No, you don't. Do you don't?
No, I don't represent a law firm. Oh, I may have
You're
touched
okay.
the screen.
That's okay.
No ticket will print this
Go
time.
back. You touch your
Okay.
Circuit civil. New case, filing existing case. No. Do you? Yes.
Yes, we do. It's on the paper here.
Okay. All right, sweet. Thank you so much, and thank you for your patience with me.
All right, thank you for trying to explain it to us. But it's also horrible that there's missing records. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Miss Glenda DeZova is the.
Who do we complain to about the missing papers? How there are missing pages that never got scanned?
Miss Glenda, and then why they're not there, and they will definitely know why.
Okay.
Y'all take care. Thank you.
All right. Have they called us yet? B212? 19? Window 19? Okay.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Hi. Can we get the help of Miss Glenda Disbo? There's missing records from the computer in a case that they never scanned.
Okay. What's the case number?
1624 or 16 of 2014 CA 008183 quadruple X MA. Like, what is up with the X's? Why do they have X's in a?
I don't know. That just
Does that normally happen? They have all those X's?
every case has got X's. So who is it? One moment. One moment.
All right. I meant to ask, what does MA stand for? That's like mother. That's mitochondrial war. All right.
Concentrate on the topic and don't lead to another topic.
Oh, not that. All right. There's missing records. I need to. Oh, anyways. It's that bottom thing. I don't know what happened on the 12th. An attorney appeared. I didn't think we were meeting until the 16th. And I'm trying to file a continuation. I've got the paperwork. Yeah. But it's just there's missing papers. What do we do about people not documenting these court records? They're all supposed to be digital, and I'm going to request the ability to view at home or view on request from the core desk. But if y'all don't have them in your computer, I'm not going to have these records on my computer at home.
Some things won't be on, some things don't have a physical document. It may be just something that the judge said that was put on the computer.
But I mean, there was an appearance. It says the attorney was there, and yet you have no physical copies other than that one line that says the attorney came to court. I mean, it's not even its own page. What was the
It says the attorney came before.
the second one from the bottom, or the very last one on the 12th of this month? What's that?
The order setting hearing,
Well, no, not the order set. The last line.
the last line says notice of appearance of counsel.
Yeah, notice of appearance of counsel. Does that mean that he appeared?
No,
What does that mean?
that means that he's representing this insurance company.
On the 16th.
That's their permanent attorney for right now. They have to say that they're going to represent who they're representing and file it with the court.
Can you speak through this or whatever? I can barely hear you.
Okay, when they become the account.
There's no audio coming out.
Now can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I don't usually stand up here. When he took over the job as the attorney, he has to let the judge and the clerk's office know that he is representing this defendant.
Okay.
Okay? That's his pleading where he filed notice of appearance.
Uh-huh.
So now everybody knows that he's the attorney for that appearance, the insurance company.
There was some sort of letter we received in the mail that disappeared from our house. It asked us to do something before the 16th, that we had to take action before the 16th. How do I get this letter that was mailed to us?
Do you know what the title was?
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm trying to look at the records and find the paper that was mailed to us telling us what we need to do before the court appearance next month on the 16th.
How did it disappear? I mean, you looked at it and...
I opened it and I put it on the counter for my mom to see, and then it disappeared off the counter.
So you don't know what happened to it now.
It's like I brought her to come take a look at it, and it wasn't on the counter anymore. Huh?
Was that last month?
That may have been.
Okay, that's probably the order setting hearing.
Yeah, can I get a copy of that?
Telling you what you need to know.
I want to get that, but it was like blank upstairs or something. Or do you have a blank, or does it have any information on it, or what does it have? Yeah, I want a copy of that letter.
No, this one is blank. There is no actual copy of the order setting.
Well, we got some sort of letter and it disappeared from our house, and you can't have blank letters for order or setting. If I get this view on request thing, I'm not going to be able to read the letter if it's not in your computer. Order setting hearing for 12/16 at 1:41 p.m.
These were computer generated, is what it is, because of lack of action.
Okay.
Nothing had been filed in this case since September of last year, which is a year.
Okay.
So the computer automatically recognized that there was no activity.
Yeah.
So it automatically generated this and let the judge know that this has not had any action. And the judge sends out a letter that they did.
How do I get a copy of that letter?
I don't even see one on the computer, to tell you the truth.
Now serving C 844 at window.
If you can have a seat, and I'll be back with you. I'm going to go see if I can find out.
Yeah, I need that letter or something so we can be prepared for court.
Give me a few minutes, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So basically, we're waiting to see if they can find the letter. The computer, automatic generation, automatic notes, does not put any copies of what it's sending out. I mean, like, how am I supposed to reply or help my mom or whatever if there's like no record in the computer of what the computer's doing? It's like 1 year, and here's a notice in the record, but we're not going to give any copies of what it is, and we're not even going to put in a line inserting this form sent No notation of anything that's being shown.
Now serving C 800.
And anyways, it's just the thing is, it's frustrating because even the attorney's thing is missing. It's not just the form generated, supposed computer generated or time triggered stuff. The notice of attorney that will represent, there's no copy of that, so you can't contact the attorney to let them know that you want to continue the case. I need to be briefed or something or understand what's going on. And I mean, like, I would at least like to have the attorney representing the insurance agency, their contact information. And it's saying, well, we got this is who's going to represent. But what it actually has doesn't give you any information. It's pages. I mean, the council is such and such of universal property. It doesn't say anything. I mean, this is the total record. There's no image or anything in the record. Anyways, let me flip the camera. Will it flip while I'm recording? They got to improve this about phones, okay? I need to be able to flip the camera or spin the camera during a single recording session to change the feed. How is it that I can't change the feed on a recording?
Now serving
Okay. So here's notice of appearance of counsel. And that's all they have. I need to be able to contact that counsel. He represents the insurance company. I want to talk to the insurance company too. So it's not two separate parties. He works full time. I took a LinkedIn screenshot. He is exclusively the attorney for our insurance company. And I have like no way of contacting or knowing anybody because all these supposed fields are blank. And they supposedly have macros or something, but even though they have computer control, they don't have a record of what the computer does or what it sends out or anything. And there needs to be a record so that people can follow this and it not just be some sort of incest education thing where only those who know. If someone's studying the legal record, they need to be able to find a record of what is going on. And over 50% of these columns are blank fields. Nothing in the computer, no form, no file. And they've got no excuse for it. She smiled and walked away like she was going to go find it. But I'm still waiting for her to find what is the computer auto-generating. I don't know why she would smile at, well, it's auto-generated. Okay, here we go. Wow. I'll be right with you, Miss Glenda.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, this time I can hear you.
Okay. I just got off the phone with the judicial assistant up there for the judge.
Yes?
She agrees these were computer generated because, like I told you, there's no action.
I want to take action.
Okay. She's going to come down herself.
Okay.
So you tell her that. That's all she needs to know, whether you want to continue the case
I do?
or dismiss the case. That's all.
Okay.
And so,
And what's her name?
Barbara,
Okay.
you write down.
I'm going to write it down. I got a separate paper over here.
She's also going to try to get you a copy of the order that she has, too. It's probably the same one that you received in the mail.
That would be good. Yeah, but, I mean, you have to get it from her. You don't have it in your office?
No.
And they didn't have it in the records office either.
That's why they couldn't find it on the computer either. We don't have it either. Like I said, it's just a computer-generated statement.
But, I mean, for the legal record, if I get this service, I want to request this, but I really want to request this in writing. It says view on request at the core desk. And
that takes a couple of days to get to view the record. But if you sign up for it,
yes,
then you get to go on there at your house and view everything that's been added to your case.
all right. But why would that exceed what you're able to see? Why would I be able to see more information than you?
No, you should be able to see the same thing that we see.
So whatever's missing from you would be missing from me, right?
In this case, the same thing's missing there is missing on my computer too.
So this service sending me home with this wouldn't get the answers that I needed.
Well, if you're looking for documents that don't exist,
Well, they exist
those
somewhere.
two don't exist. Those are computer input.
But I mean, they put in my family's name and my family's property, that they exist somewhere. Even if they're auto-generated, there should be a record so that someone can look and read what's going on.
Not when it's just a kind of like a courtesy thing. It's telling you, hey, if something action doesn't get taken in this case soon, then the case is just going to be dismissed.
Well, it doesn't say that. It says show up on this date, but there was actual additional information that said I had to do something before this date, before this court
You had
appearance.
to respond. That's why.
And it doesn't say that anywhere in here. There's nowhere on here it says respond before. It says order setting hearing.
Settle down. Wait until the lady brings down the letter that she's got, and it might answer your question.
All right. And you're with Circuit Civil.
Yes.
I'm trying to map this out, and I want to improve the system. I want to go to City Council and ask that these records that are auto-generated or whatever be stored in the computer so I can print them out and get copies of them. I mean, we unfortunately have big families, and more than one person handles the mail. And all I did was open up and sit it on like the counter, and then I went and got her, and I came back and it was disappeared off the counter. And it's a strange thing. I don't know if wind blew or a cat or something or what, but it's gone, and I'm panicking because I've got something that's telling me I need to do something. I don't have a photographic memory to like rewrite the entire document and word for word and remember, okay, what was it wanted me to do?
Right. I understand that.
And who's this woman who's coming down that does have the record?
She's the judge's assistant. She'll be right before you.
Judge's assistant. What was her name?
Her first name is Barbara.
Barbara? What's Barbara's last name?
I can't release that.
Okay. Can I ask her that when she comes down? Okay. Oh, goodness. This is my mom. She's been with this insurance company for over 20 years. We've been with Beck Insurance out on Atlantic for more than 30 years. In third grade is when she started driving across town from West Side. I used to go to Hyde Park Elementary.
Right. I know where it's at.
Okay. I attended Hyde Park Elementary, got into the gifted program. All her daughters did too, really smart kids. And somehow she wound up developing a friendship across town with Beck Insurance. And it's just strange.
I like them. I thought they are good people.
Yeah.
They treat me nice.
And
The wife and the husband.
and I'm age 40 now. And it's that I wasn't even 10 years old yet. So that's over 30 some years of having insurance with this. And what I read from the insurance companies that they denied it, saying the house was too old. And now I'm going through the paperwork. And the paperwork is saying that the damage to the house isn't covered, but it's a tree branch.
Okay.
And it's definitely covered.
If the house
Are you
is,
Miss Sandage?
Yeah.
hello.
This is her.
Okay, so this is what was mailed to you. I had a slightly different version
Sure.
Okay.
because mine had a signature on it, so that's why I marked it out. But that's what was sent
Show
to
it to
you.
me. I
So
didn't see.
so
What do I need to do to show that I want to continue the
okay,
case?
that's what I mean. At this point, all this is telling you is that hey, you've not done anything in a while.
Because
Or
I
you
have
still
an
want to
attorney.
continue. So, file motions. Do what I will go ahead and mark it on my system that you want to keep going.
Yes.
But this will get regenerated again if you don't start filing things and trying to move the case
We are
forward.
coming
Okay.
to file a motion today.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
And
need your advice. That's why we came.
I cannot
Okay.
give you legal advice.
Yeah, where shall we file the motion?
With the clerk right here.
what about this request to view on Core Desk? How do I get? No.
That's their.
But I mean, would this be anywhere on Core Desk? Because it's not on their system anywhere.
It's because the clerk created this for us. You can keep this. This is yours.
Okay.
That's fine.
Is this the copy of the letter you lost?
Yes, this is it right here. So this is all yours. You're welcome to keep this. That's fine. But all it's asking you is, do you want to continue?
Yes.
So you don't have to come to this hearing. I'll go ahead and mark my records that you want to continue. Follow your motions. It'll get sent up to me, Okay, and then the judge can take a look and decide how he wants to proceed once you file your motions. Make sure you send a copy of the motion that you filed to the other side.
Okay,
Okay.
Which is very frustrating. This here says notice of appearance of counsel on 9/12 for Universal that Jason Hurwitz, but there's no contact information for him in this entry.
Well, I don't have. You'll have to look at whatever
And
that document is on.
It's
the
blank.
court.
There's nothing in the computer, and and I've been instructed by you that I have to notify that attorney, but there's no contact information for that attorney. It's a blank, no document.
Okay, so you can look up this gentleman's name
On the internet?
on the Florida Bar website.
Florida Bar website.
Yeah, just type that in Google and it'll pop up, and there's a name search area, and it'll give you their contact information.
But there are tons of attorneys who aren't actually with the Florida Bar, but they're still attorneys.
They have to be licensed through the Florida Bar, or there are other.
Well, like, what if I was representing myself and the attorney had to get in contact with me, but I'm representing the case and I don't have a Florida Bar certification, but I'm still representing the case? How would the attorney get my contact information?
If you put it in the court file, they would have access to that.
And that's the reason I'm worried, though, is the court file is blank for the attorney representing the case. Who do we talk to change this, that there will always be an image file?
I don't know if there's an image or not. That's a process.
Would
with the
you
clerk of
check?
court. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. If
Because
they found
this
something-
is
I don't keep the records. That's the clerk's job. That's what they're the official record keepers
and
of the clerk.
what the clerk, Miss Glenda, is explaining to me, she's the supervisor of the clerks, is that supposedly there are time triggered things, and there are things like this that where notice of taking deposition, property casualty, where there's like no record, there's no image file or anything, and what can we do? Who's in charge of?
That's a clerk function. I have nothing to do with that. I don't have anything to do with this record.
Okay, so should I ask her who programs the computer? Because it's some sort of fault where things are happening, but they don't have any pages. They have zero paperwork on these things.
Function of the clerk of the court. They're the record keepers for the court.
Okay, all right, all right.
The clerk of the court. They're the official record keepers.
My mom's legs are giving out on her trying to follow this, where we have events happening, but there's no paperwork for it.
But yeah, that's the function of the clerk of the court. They're the official record keepers for the court.
All right. And if you file or give notice to the judge that I would like to, that I would like to continue this case, how do I get a receipt that the case is being continued?
What will happen? That's up to your mother since it's her case.
Okay. I live there. It's actually my house. The property was in my name for a long time.
Okay, but according to the clerk's docket,
Yes.
okay,
It
your
currently
mother's
says
case. It is your
Fatima
mother's
Sandage,
case, right.
yes.
So I will go ahead because you do want to continue your case, correct? Okay. So all that will happen is I will check this box and I will submit this order to the clerk, and then there will be a page in the record.
Okay.
That's what
You'll
will
check which box? I didn't
The
understand. You
good
pointed.
cause box right there.
Okay.
Good cause having been shown so that it remains pending. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to do. It will keep the file active, and that's it. So you don't, no ma'am, you don't need to come to this hearing. I'm just going to check that box and send it down to the clerk with the clerk's runner in tomorrow's run. So it will not be on there right away, but it will be on there once they process it. Okay.
And so hopefully, in the meantime, I'll be able to get view on request done, and I'll be able to look at this case.
That's you'll need to discuss that with them. I don't know
Okay.
anything about that system. Okay.
Okay, because I need to be able to look at this and try and file paperwork. You have a really good woman up in the library resource who gives out the files, and they're only 25 cents a page for the preforms. And the other stuff I have to kind of read, but it's all new to me. I got scared because whatever disappeared from the house.
This is all it was. It's just trying to find out if you wanted to keep going. That's it.
Okay. And still, Glenda, who provides the software to you so that I can complain that the software isn't filling out or giving forms?
That actual one requested.
I can't hear you over this. Okay.
The one you question about the notice of appearance?
The one I questioned about the notice of appearance.
The very last item.
Yes, yes.
That is on the docket. I just looked at it.
Okay.
So he did it. He did what he was supposed to. He's probably e-filed that to the docket.
Mm-hmm.
We've docketed it, and it's on there.
Okay. There were other things that were blank. Like 813, both of these things that happened. Motion for dismissal for lack of prosecution. Order setting appearance on.
That's the ones I just told you were computer generated.
Yeah, but they were blank on your computer. They weren't generated on your computer.
They will be.
They will be when?
Okay. Do what she told you. She
All right.
said, submit what's your name, baby.
I'm going to submit the motion. This is Miss Glenda. Glenda, right?
It's Glenda.
Okay.
Glenda, please help him to whatever that lady told him to do. She said, fill this some point.
I've got the form. I paid for it upstairs.
Okay.
All right, submit to Linda
So if you
what
want
she
to go ahead
told
and
you.
fill that out while you're here, or you can take it
Yes.
home and fill
No,
it
we
out.
No, I'm going to fill it out while I'm here. We still have time.
There's a little table over there behind the kiosk.
go
You
ahead.
can probably sit there and fill out, and then bring it up. You want to get a number,
Uh-huh.
and then come back up here when they call you and turn that in, and they'll stamp it and everything.
Okay.
Go fill it.
All right. All right. I'm going to fill it. All right.
Come on, finish.
Thank.
If you want to make a copy of it, you will need to take it upstairs to the law library and get a copy of it for you. You can turn it into us, because we do not give back the originals.
Okay.
So if you're like everybody else, you want a copy of everything in your files.
Okay. And who provides the software that does this
We
auto
are
generation?
not now, just to fill this paper and give it to whomever responsible, and let us record that we already asking for extension, whatever they call it.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to take care of this. Sometime later, I would really like to do something to fill it so there's not so many pages that are blank.
Neil, go.
That's terrifying. It feels like a conspiracy because here I am trying to fight for my life, for my home,
Neil.
and there's no pages. And like this thing she found that brought
The
us,
time is over.
you didn't have a record of it. Okay. Anyways,
Time is over.
yeah. I got to do the form. Thank you,
Because
Glenda.
I'm a retired teacher.
Oh,
so
she's
we-
waving.
We don't get quiet teachers.
Okay. All right.
Come on, Neil.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. There's something I want to tell you. I still have actually a pretty good memory. What I received was more complicated than this. I don't know if it came from the attorney or from the court. They don't have any other records. But it was more complicated, and it was a legal length paper. So I think it was. Anyways. So just paperwork and documentation. I was pretty sure it was longer. If it had just been a checkbox, I would have. If it had just been a checkbox or something, I would have read and understood this. But what I had was actually telling me I needed to do something. If no such record activity occurs within 60 days following this notice. All right. See, there it is. It says at least 5 days before the hearing as to why the action should remain pending. They did not have this record. If I had shown up on the 16th, it's not 60 days. They're lying. It's 60 minus 5 days. If you show up on this day, okay, here's... Okay, here, Glenda, I want to explain. I figured out why it had me so panicked. Glenda, even though this record says 60 days from the date of issue on the 16th, if you look at it, do you have a highlight or anything? It then says later in that paragraph that I have to reply 5 days before the hearing. That's nowhere in the record. With that no page being there, and that's nowhere on the blurb in that document that says that there's going to be an appearance on the 16th. This thing specifically says I have to reply 5 days before the 10/16 court appearance.
they won't have a hearing because you're going to apply early.
Oh, that's what changed, but I wouldn't have known that
Right.
without you being here to introduce me to Miss Barbara.
But this is the document that was mailed to you. You would have known it. Had you looked it thoroughly and kept it, you would have known that. But all you had to do was reply before that hearing date, and it would have been closed out, and they would have canceled the hearing. That's why she said you do not have to go to that hearing.
I can't hear you on that. You're not speaking into the microphone.
Okay, but that's why she said you did not need to go to the hearing, because she's already heard from you.
Okay.
She knows you want to keep the case open, so they're going to cancel the hearing.
Yeah, but it's even here. It's not actually 60 days following the service that I have to take action. I have to reply within 55 days before the court appearance. So even the writing isn't correct because it backdates itself after saying 60 days. Twice it says 60 days. Then down here it says, but 5 days before that, I have to reply. And I just want to make a point of that because you don't have this.
You just fill the paper. If you don't,
What office was she? What office? She was the judge's assistant.
She's on the 7th floor. You can't go get
No,
in
you
there.
can
Okay.
go and fill
Okay.
the paper.
Okay. I'm going to fill it, but
fill the paper. We need to submit
okay.
it. to
All right.
you.
Anyways.
Now,
All right.
and I'm sitting away.
All right.
Thanks.